Welcome to the channel. I'm Ricky Myers, and this is the Action Thriller Collector, and I'd like to welcome you to the channel. For those of you who also follow us over on Facebook, I'd like to say thank you and invite you to follow whichever one you may not be following, either Facebook or YouTube. But what is today all about? Well, today, 43 years ago today to be exact, this movie was released in theaters across the nation. And that is First Blood, starring Sylvester Stallone. Of course, First Blood comes from the source material of the same name, the book by David Morrell. And this is going to be a four-part series here that I'm just going to name The Ultimate Collecting Guide to First Blood. And this is part one. Part one will be the DVD format. Part two will be the VHS format. Part three will be the Laserdisc and the soundtrack, and part four will be the book itself, and that will cover hardcover, paperback, and the audiobook. So, I don't want to waste a lot of time rambling up front and make this video longer than it needs to be. So, without further ado, First Blood, The Ultimate Guide to Collecting, DVD. The very first DVD release to come out for First Blood would be on October 21st, 1998 by Artisan Home Entertainment. In this four-part video series, you're going to see a lot of different marketing designs on the various DVDs, VHS tapes, Laserdisc, vinyl records, CDs, and even cassette tapes. But I'm going to say that this is probably one of my least favorite marketing images from the movie. I mean, the explosion and police cars in the background are great, but the look on Stallone's face, not so much. There are so many better images of Stallone that could have been used and were previously used, but for whatever reason, this is what they chose to put out on the very first DVD. Now, I'll say that did not stop me for 1 second from buying this back in 1998. This is the back cover of the DVD. 3 action pics from the movie and some great special features. The ones that really stand out are the featurette First Blood, A Look Back, and the David Morrell commentary. I'm probably not telling anybody here anything new, but if you did not know, David Morrell is the author of the book First Blood that was published in 1972, 10 years before the movie came out. David Morrell is the man. He is the father of Rambo. I promise that we are going to get into David Morrell at length in part 4 of this series, which will cover the books. The second release on DVD also came from Artisan Home Entertainment on May 28, 2002. This release is titled as Special Edition. This is the back cover of the Special Edition. A few design changes and slightly different special features. We still have the David Morrell commentary. Artisan left off the featurette First Blood, A Look Back, but they added the original trailer and teaser, plus a new documentary titled Drawing First Blood, Creating John Rambo. That goes 20 years later, the creators of First Blood recount their tales of launching David Morrell's groundbreaking novel to the big screen and developing a powerful new franchise. For the third DVD release, it was November 24th, 2004 by Lionsgate Home Entertainment. And we get what is titled the Ultimate Edition. The front cover is very similar to the 2002 Special Edition by Artisan. Lionsgate dropped the red, white, and blue theme and just went with a blue banner and the same pic as before. Here's a look at the back cover. They changed the layout a bit and went back with that photo from the original 1998 Artisan DVD there in the center. Most interesting would be the special features on this one. Lionsgate gives us the Sylvester Stallone commentary and the alternate ending. So if you want to see what the test screenings revealed that people did not want to see, it shows up here on the Ultimate Edition for the first time, along with Stallone's commentary. February 6th, 2007 is the debut of the first Blu-ray for First Blood, and it's by Lionsgate Home Entertainment. They stuck with the same design theme as they put on the 2004 Ultimate Edition. Here's the back cover for the Blu-ray. As far as the special features for this release, Lionsgate includes both the Morrell and Stallone commentary for the first time on one disc, and you get the feature Drawing First Blood from the 2002 Artisan DVD. Lionsgate removed the alternate ending and the trailers and teaser spot. The high point of this release, I guess, is getting both commentaries on one disc. Next up is the 2015 Blu-ray plus digital HD release from Lionsgate Home Entertainment, and that came out on February 24th, 2015. Finally, the cover features a return somewhat to the graphics that were used on the original movie poster, as well as the original VHS and vinyl soundtrack. Even this one has been slightly altered to include a digital camo background instead of the original mayhem and destruction scene. Overall, a much needed improvement in my opinion. Here's the back cover. Lionsgate pretty much kept the special features they had from the 2007 Blu-ray, which were the Stallone and Morrell commentaries and the feature Drawing First Blood. They did add back in the deleted scenes, but still this release is missing the alternate ending, trailers and teasers, and the previous featurette, First Blood, A Look Back. That brings us to the most recent release from 2018. On November 13th, 2018, Lionsgate Home Entertainment released the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital version of First Blood. They kept the front cover basically from the 2015 release. The back cover is very similar to the 2015 Blu-ray. This time, the special features include both the Stallone and Morrell commentaries, the alternate ending, outtakes and deleted scenes, and some new featurettes. Rambo Takes the 80s Part 1, The Making of First Blood, a restoration featurette, The Real Nam, Forging Heroes, and How to Become Rambo. However, missing from this 2-disc collection is trailers and teasers, the original featurette First Blood, A Look Back from the 1998 DVD, and Drawing First Blood, Creating John Rambo from the 2002 DVD. They get close to giving us everything, and I don't understand why they can't seem to put everything on this 2-disc version. I guess it is what it is. As for availability and pricing, all of the versions shown are readily available and reasonably priced. The DVDs can be found for as little as $1, while the Blu-rays are slightly higher at around $3. Even the 4K Ultra can be found for as low as $15. All versions are easily collectible. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this part 1 of the ultimate guide to collecting First Blood. Stay tuned for part 2, which will be the VHS. Part 3 will be Laserdisc and soundtrack. And part 4 will be the book itself, covering hardcover, paperback, and audiobook. Until next time, happy collecting.